With a lack of guards in the lineup, we definitely saw a new look for the UConn women's basketball team this past week. Alongside Spencer Murray, I'm Julia Gintoff. Coming up, we'll preview the Louisville game on Sunday, right here on the Road to 12.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to formally take this time to apologize to Dorka Juhas. Dorka, before that game against UCLA, I accused you of doing cardio out there.
Just disrespectful.
I said that your game had shades of Tony Snell. But the way that you played on Saturday against UCLA, 16 points, 16 rebounds, and a perfect 5 for 5 from the field. You're a baller, Dorka. And I'm sorry. AZ Fudd taking Instagram to call her the Hungarian killer, and AZ, I couldn't have said it better myself.
You honestly love to see it. I mean, this is what we've been needing to see all year, and especially now, Geno's going to be expecting performances like that, game to game, as it goes on. Paige is out, AZ's out, Nika's out, basically all of our guards are out. So we're really going to have a forward-heavy matchup coming into these slate games.
Absolutely, and this Louisville team is no joke, Julia. Number 6 in the AP poll. They've won their past 8 games after dropping only their home opener to Arizona, who, as we know, is pretty freaking good. 2-point game there for the Huskies. We're number 7, currently tied with Tennessee in the AP poll. So we actually come into this game as an underdog. But nonetheless, this is an important game for UConn, and a win here would get us right back to our ways of domination. And you know, it's obviously going to be a challenge without all those players, as you mentioned, but this would be a way for us to prove just how deep this team really is.
Like you said, Sunday's going to be no easy feat. The Cardinals, they are known for their defense. They held a number 14 Kentucky squad to just 58 points in a win last week, and they're forcing an average of 20 turnovers a game as well. A name that might ring a bell, lethal shooting guard Haley Van Lith. She's been a role player all throughout the season, all throughout last year. She was a high school star back in the day, much like Paige, constantly being compared to Bueckers. The sophomores even won gold for Team USA back in 2019. Would have loved to see a matchup where they face off, but obviously with Paige out for at least another 8 weeks, we'll just have to see if they meet in the tournament. Emily Angstler is a beast down low for Louisville. At 6'1", she can assert herself in the paint, blocking shots with ease, and can also be a pretty sneaky offensive rebounder, so UConn will want to box her out at all costs. Head coach Jeff Waltz leads a pretty balanced Cardinals team, and they play fast. They love to get out in transition. They're super aggressive. I know I mentioned their ability to force turnovers, but it's likely that they'll try to run away with it early, and UConn just can't afford to be playing catch-up with a team of this caliber, Spencer.
Absolutely. What I saw personally from that UCLA win was the return of Evina Westbrook. She looked like the leader that we all know she is capable of. And it was really, as I mentioned earlier, the Dorka coming out party. We know that this girl is capable of scoring. She scored at Ohio State, and we really just haven't seen that game out of her yet. She actually went into Geno's office and said, you know, I don't really know what I'm doing sometimes running off ball. And he said, well, where do you like to go? And she said, I like to go here and here. And he said, we'll go there. And that's, you know, as we know, what Geno Auriemma is very capable of is getting the best out of his players. And we saw the best out of Dorka. And as you said, I think we should continue to see performances like that out of her. Let's look at some keys to win for the Huskies against this Louisville team. The seniors need to step up. Evina finished with 17 against UCLA, while Olivia Nelson dropped in 10 and Kristen with 11. And those numbers are good, but we need consistency against this Louisville team, and it needs to start with our seniors leading the way. Number 2, it's going to be smart playmaking. Louisville forces over 20 turnovers a game, and they score a majority of their points off the turnover. So we need smart, high basketball IQ playmaking out there, specifically from these senior guards that we just mentioned. And lastly, we need to control the tempo. As we said, Julia, this Cardinals team plays incredibly fast, and we need to make sure this game is played at our pace. In addition to smart playmaking and high IQ basketball, we need to take better shots. Against Georgia Tech, the Huskies shot just 18 for 58, and while it felt like we simply couldn't buy a bucket, the shot selection definitely needs to be better at times. Well, Julia, this will definitely be a challenge, but I, for one, am very excited for this game Sunday against Louisville, and I think this could be the win that the Huskies need to get right back to their dominating ways.
Absolutely. Make sure to let us know in the comments your thoughts on what this team needs to do for the next 8 weeks as Paige Bueckers is out. Until then, for Spencer Murray and the rest of our crew here at UCTV, I'm Julia Gantoff, and we'll see you next week on the Road to 12.